Hi guys, this is Daisy Gansey, also known as Jennifer, from the Escentuals fan site, where I usually do the look of the day. And I've been asked to do tutorials, and figured, you know what, let's try one out and see how it goes. So today I'm going to do my face, and then I'll do a part 2, which will show what I do on my eyes. So what I'm going to start with is my face stuff. I use, instead of the facial moisturizer, sometimes I do when I feel a little dry, especially now in the winter. I use a moisturizer, but usually I just go straight into the skin rever upper as my moisturizer. I'll put that all over. I'll then do my eyes, which I'll also do the eye rever upper. And I will also use, that's the only thing I do love, not that I only love, the eye cream. I use both of them. I feel it helps because I feel like I have a lot of bags, and it definitely helps out. So I'm going to start with my face first. I'm going to do about 2 pumps of the cream, and I like to just kind of warm it up on my palm. Clean hands. Picky about that, and gotta have clean hands. So again, just mix it around, and then I'm just going to start putting it in. I like to work on my nose and then kind of out. Same thing. Nose, out. Bring up what I have onto my forehead. And just work out. I've been using both at the same time, so I'll just get, sorry, I just realized you see my dog in the background. Just a little bit. And a little bit of the eye cream. Those 2 little swipes there. Should be even. I'm noticing I'm a little less in the rubber upper today, but same amount. And just, again, also warm up in your tips, and then kind of just lay it out once. I did it a couple of times, and then pat. I'll use whatever's on my tips right here, and continue to pat, and then quickly go over here. Same thing, rub, pat. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Now I'm going to go into my powders. I don't always use my bisque. I have it out just to show you guys. You can use bisque or Well Rested. Sometimes I'll use my Well Rested as my concealer. Sometimes I'll use bisque. Depends on the mood. I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So of course you're going to get your Maximum Concealer brush. I think there's a bigger one called the Max one. I don't know why this one's called Max. This one's a little kind of old. But, excuse me. So I'm going to take it. There's usually not a lot on the lid, so I'll just go ahead and dab it in, just so I have the product on the tip of the brush. And then I'll go back to the lid and pat it in really well from there. And specifically my eyes, just go under there. Pat, swipe. And then I'll just go back into more product. And again, pat in my lid and do the other side. Okay. Any of your red areas, of course, you're going to want to go over. I'm going to use Well Rested again today with my concealer. My red areas will be around my nose. I'll kind of feel that. Around my lip. And then any blemish areas you may have. I'm going to go into my foundation, which I use the matte in medium beige. I don't know if that's clearing up, but medium beige matte. And the brush I like to use is the Heavenly Face. It's the round flat top. Picks up more product, delivers more product. I just find it all around a better brush for me than the Handy Bookie or the Flawless Face, the full Flawless. I haven't tried it. I'm looking at it now. I know a lot of you have said the Soft Focus one gives like an airbrush look. I haven't tried it. Should. Maybe one day I will. But anyways, alright, so I there's not enough on my lid, so I'm just going to go ahead, put some extra on my lid, and swirl, tap, buff, right? Alright, so swirling, tapping, and then I start from my nose out. And I like to do, I don't know, one side first. I kind of don't go like left and right, left and right. I'll finish one half of my face, and then I'll move on to my next. I'll go with a little more product for the other side. Swirl, tap. And then again, starting from my nose, I'm going to work my way out. Okay, so I think my face is pretty even. I don't know if you can notice the difference. It's going to be hard with this lighting. I don't have the best of lighting. And that'll be my face, foundation-wise. I'll then move on to blush, which I like to do the sandwich foundation, blush, mineral veil. And I like it better because I feel that the mineral veil helps set the blush in, kind of melts it in nicer into my skin. I noticed there's a lot of different blush brushes out there. I don't know if that'll clear up, but the Face Shaping V, and that's what it is. It's a V-shaped brush that I find fits perfectly over my cheeks. I mean, it kind of hugs my cheeks as I move up, and it just applies, excuse me, the perfect amount of blush that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that, with this brush. It is my favorite one. I'm sorry, just going to grab my blush. My Joyous Jennifer. That's the right one. Joyous Jennifer, me. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. For my first cheek, I usually use whatever's on my brush. I'm sorry, the top of the blush pot. And I'm going to do the same thing, swirl, tap, buff. And this will be just for my one cheek, and then I'll move on to get more product. Tap off any excess. And I do the fishy face, or the kind of move to the side so I can see where my contour area would be, and I go right above it, of course. So you'll see this line right here. That's where you would contour with faux tan or warm. I like faux tan better, or a little sun sometimes, but it's a little more shimmery. So I don't know, I like faux tan anyways. But you'll want to go right ahead, and I start from a little bit, not all the way into my cheek, but I kind of start midway, and then I go up here and blend it out. So you can see the nice shape it gives, which is why I love this brush. It just, again, fits perfectly and leaves room for highlighting, leaves room for contouring, and it applies it just right. And that way my cheek. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to take a little bit more of the product. I'll just go straight into my brush. My blush, and I'll put it on the brush, and then again, swirl, tap, buff. Alright, I think we're good with blush. Go ahead and close that up then. And make sure we're even. Yeah, I think we're good. And then I'm going to move on to my mineral veil. My mineral veil, I like to use the Full Flawless face brush. It's nice, fuller. Again, for me, anything that delivers more product is better for my type of face. Gives me that even look, I feel. And then the mineral veil I use is the SPF 25 mineral veil, the original color. But, alright, I'll use whatever's on the lid. It's more than enough for me. top, and then I work from forehead out, down my nose out, down my nose out, and then I'll work here, then I'll work here, and then I kind of just leave my cheeks last so that there's not too much product, but I'm still getting product in there. If you can see, I still have the blush, and during the day, kind of again seals really nicely with the sandwich method. And that is my face. Looks pretty even. I hope you can tell the difference on camera. I'm going to go ahead and pause now and prepare for video number 2, so definitely come back and see part 2. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a second.